Aconitum napellus, commonly known as monk's hood or leopard's bane, belongs to the family Ranunculaceae, and it is prepared from the whole flowering plant. It is called the remedy of storms because it acts in conditions which begins suddenly and violently, having intense fear and panic. Thus, if a case begins with fear, shock, or dry cold exposure, almost always start with aconite. Best indicated in first stage of acute inflammatory conditions before exudation sets in. The entire understanding of aconite can be summarized in 4 keywords: sudden, violent, fear, restlessness. So whenever there is greater than sudden onset, plus fear, plus restlessness, plus dry heat, plus exposure to cold or fright, think aconite. This is the emergency hero of homeopathy. When in doubt in the first stage, start with aconite. Whenever complaints come on, suddenly after exposure to dry cold wind, or after a fright or emotional shock, think of aconite first. Mind symptoms. Aconite has one of the clearest mental pictures in homeopathy: intense anxiety and fear of death. Predicts time of death, says, "Doctor, I will die at midnight." Restlessness, constantly changing position, tossing about in agony. Panic attacks with palpitations. Acute insomnia from fear, wakes in panic soon after midnight. Ailments from shock, fear, accidents, injuries, bad news. Oversensitive to light, sound, music, pain. Kent says, aconite is a state of fear, fear personified. Physical generals, sudden high fever after cold exposure. Dry, hot skin, no sweat in early stage. Thirst for cold water. Full bounding pulse. One cheek red, one pale, numbness and tingling of parts cannot bear pain. Extremely sensitive. Worst night after midnight, cold, dry wind, shock, touch, warm room. Better open air, perspiration, rest after fear passes, sitting up. Quick comparison. Belladonna. Both aconite and belladonna have sudden, hot, red. But belladonna patient shows throbbing congestion, no fear, delirium, glaring eyes, hot head, cold extremities, thirstless will. Aconite has marked fear of death, with prediction of time of death, anxiety, much thirst for cold water, panic, restlessness. Arsenicum album also has anxiety, restlessness, fear of death, thirst too, but arsenic is prostrated, has burning pains, better heat, thirst for sips, chilly, worse after midnight, 1 to 2 a.m. While aconite is vigorous, indicated at early stage, though chilly aconite is hot during its acute stage. Gelsemium. Gradual onset, drowsy, dull, droopy, trembling, no fear, thirstless. Aconite is sudden, alert, panicky. Ferrumphos. First stage inflammations without fear, restlessness. Milder picture. Bryonia later stage, wants to lie still. Dryness, stitching pains, very thirsty for large draughts, irritable but not panicky. Roostox, from getting wet, restlessness but better by motion. Aconite worse, dry cold wind, mental fear marked. Arnica. Shock, trauma with soreness. Says, I'm fine, leave me alone. Aconite says, I will die, seeks help.